very much for joining in. So we'll, of course, keep monitoring the telecom space to try and get more sense of what could be brewing there. But it's time now to focus on our year-end series, The Stars of 2014. On our radar is Sona Koyo. The stock is flat in trade today, but don't let that fool you in because the year-to-date performance, that is in 2014 itself, that stock has rallied about 180%, creating wealth for its investors. Surinder Kapoor, CMD of Sona Koyo Steering Systems, now joins us. Mr. Kapoor, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time and congratulations on what looks to be another good year for your company. In Q1, you saw a strong performance which took your profits above that to the 3.5 crore mark. Q2 has been good as well. You're nearly at the 9 crore mark. How much better could the next year be? What could you wrap up FY15 with?
Well, I think FY15 is likely to be a single-digit growth year for us, not the double-digit that we were anticipating. And actually, after the new government was sworn in, we had thought that there would be a quick turnaround. But as we're seeing, the economy is not really picked up yet. I think the aspirations are there. The feel-good factor is there, which is partly being reflected in the stock market. And I think once there's movement on the ground, you will see growth taking place in our automotive industry. You've seen Mr. Bhargav from Maruti say that 2014 is going to be the best year for Maruti. I think for all of us in the automotive industry, the year is good, but not as good as it should have been or could have been as we anticipated when we entered this financial year.
Okay. You know, sir, when we had spoken to you last time, you had hoped for a pickup in the second half of the fiscal year. Now, clearly, you know, as per what you're saying, that has not happened. So when do we expect, you know, growth to actually pick up on the ground and start reflecting in your financials? So FY15, you know, we've largely ruled it out. But what about FY16? Can it happen in the first half of FY16? Or do you think, you know, the growth is going to be delayed even further?
No, I don't think it's going to be delayed even further. I think the mood in the country is very good. I mean, yesterday I was at the shopping malls in Delhi and they were crowded like I've never seen before. So obviously people are wanting to spend more. They have an interest in improving their lifestyles. But I think what has slowed things down or not picked up things is that the main investments in the infrastructure project, which the Prime Minister has been talking about, has not yet taken place. And I think once that starts, you will see a pickup of the industry in general, economy in general, and automotive in particular. I must say, we believe that we are well placed now. We're only operating mostly, we've got various products in our portfolio, but our main steering business is operating really at 65% capacity utilization. And I believe that as the growth will take place, this capacity utilization will grow and our margins will improve. So I think we're well positioned. We're waiting for the growth in the economy so that we can take advantage of it. Having said that, I think we are also looking at other products. There is an opportunity in the off-highway business overseas, which we've captured. And I think we'll also look at the aftermarket in India, because now there is a need, as per competition law, for all Tier 1 suppliers also to supply in the aftermarket. So I think there's a good future, as I see, in terms of utilization of capacity and being able to take advantage of it on the margin front.
And so one of the things that has probably benefited you has been the slide that we've seen in the yen. Would you be able to quantify for us the benefits from there and also how you see it going forward for the rest of the year?
Well, I think most certainly the yen depreciating has helped us in terms of our import costs, and we will take advantage of it. I don't know the exact numbers, but having said that, today the yen is around 119, 120. We anticipate it to stabilize around 115 from what our Japanese partners tell us. And therefore, from where we were earlier at 104, 105, we do have a 10% advantage. On an overall basis, I think our imports in terms of revenue are probably around 20%, and therefore to that extent we would get some improvement in our margins, which could benefit us.
So your margins as of the last quarter were about 13.8%. Can your margins improve to closer to 15% by the end of this fiscal year?
Not by the end of this fiscal year, but I think most certainly our target is to do that next year. As I said, what we require is our capacity utilization to improve. I mean, at 65% it is this margin. I think once we go to 70, 80%, I think you'll see that kind of margin improvement, and that is what we're targeting for.
And by when do you hope to scale it up to the 70% mark, sir?
I think, as I said earlier, fiscal year 16,
Okay.
we should be able to do that. I believe by middle of next year we'll be at that level. That's what we're budgeting right now.
Okay. As per our understanding, your market share stood at 45% in the domestic, steering wheel. Could you give us an update on that? Has there been an improvement in market share commensurate with the stock price?
Well, look, we have, I think, improved our market position more so in the high end of the products, which is in the electronic power steering, along with it, where the products that go with it, which are mechanical products. So overall, whilst overall our market share is 45%, on the if you look at the electronic power steering, our market share is more than 60%, which is really the main products that are the products of the future and the high margin products. So in that sense, we've improved our overall market percentage from the high-end part of the market.
And so just to wrap it up then, your exports currently account for a little under 5% of your total revenues. What's the plan over there to scale it up in FY16, etc.? How much can we see in terms of a scale up here?
Well, our target is next year to double that to 10% of our revenue. And that's what I talked about earlier in terms of our off-highway products, which we have concentrating on, for which we will make some investments in the next year. I think that's a growth area for us, and I think that should help us improve our percentage of exports to around 10%. So our overall target is that in the next 3 years, we should get to 20% of our revenue coming from exports and aftermarket and other products rather than just steering products.
Okay. Just one final question on off-highway. Can you quantify the opportunity for Sona Koyo and B, the investments that you will make in FY16?
Well, off-highway market today is only about 100 crores. So that's why we're talking about something in terms of out of 1,1600 crores, 100 crores. I think that will double in the next year. I think the investments required will only be about 35 crores. So there's a good upside on making that investment and getting the revenue. And these are high margin products for us. So we're looking forward to making these investments.
All right, Mr. Kapoor, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in. We wish you a happy new year, and we hope to touch base with you again in 2015. That's hoping for, FY15 itself will see growth in terms of single digits, but going forward, at least exports are likely to get a bump up. Capacity utilization should improve by the end of next year. And of course, in terms of yen, where they're seeing some benefits, they see it around those $115 levels.
I think the stock is moved up a tad higher post the interview. So let's pull up the stock. I believe when we had started trade, it was in the red. Now it's moved just a tad higher.
All right, let's take a break on that note. We'll come back in a bit. On the other side, we'll speak to another company, which is a star of 2014. That's HSIL. R.B. Kabra, the president of the company, will join us in just a bit. Stay with us.